Whoa! Bet you didn't see that coming, huh, fellas? Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Artie's Clubhouse. What?
It's Monday, bro. Shouldn't you be at work?
It's Labor Day, bro. I have a 4-day weekend. Whoa. I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Today is a magical day. Kiki, see that pun? Because it's Monday. Anyway, I am going to read some of the last comic books I have, which is 4 comic books. I only have 4 comic books to read today. So, let's start it off. Let's get right to it. Even though it is a beautiful morning, it is 9:44 in the morning here in Austin, Texas. It is cloudy, but that's okay, because why would you want it to be hot? It's hot in Texas. And when it's hot in Texas, I mean it's hot in Texas. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hot in Texas that Blue Guard from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends says it's, instead of saying it's hot in Topeka, he says it's hot in Austin, Texas. You know, he just says it's hot in Texas. Anyway. Oh, I got boogie. I gotta blow my nose. Hold up. My cat just stepped on my comic book. What a jerk. Anyway, getting right to it now. Ultimate X-Men issue 6 variant. Oh wait, I got the variant covered? Sweet. Shoom. So I'm gonna read the catch up because everyone wants to catch up. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used time travel to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero, except for those on his secret Maker's Council, whom he stationed to rule over different regions of the world, including the eastern territory of Hinokuni. There, a teenage girl named Hisako Ichiki, Armor, had new powers awakened to protect her when a sinister shadow attacked. Ever since, the shadow has followed her, bringing dark and unusual occurrences with it. Worse still, after a recent confrontation, a group of onlookers caught Armor's powers on video. Hisako enlisted the help of her friends Mei Igarashi, Maystorm, and Nico Minoru to track down the shadow. Nico believes it may be connected to a mysterious cult that her grandmother once researched. Dum bum 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 bum. Whoa. Okay. Writer and artist Peach Momoko. Script adaptation Zach Davison. Letterer VC's Travis Lanham. Cover artist Peach Momoko. Variant cover artist Stephanie Hans. Megan Hetrick. Peach Momoko. Trad Moore. Design Jay Bowen and Kat Walkington. Assistant editor Michelle Marchese. Editor Will Moss. Editor-in-chief C.B. Sobolski. X-Men, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Rest in peace, you two legends. You rest in God's kingdom now. Mayor. And don't worry, because I'm Kamen Rider Rem, I'm gonna keep all of humanity's dreams alive. All the dreams that woke ruined, I will reclaim them, and I'll breathe new life into them. And people that already had the creativity will then enter the field and fix everything that was once wronged, and repair this universe. Harambe exists. Harambe is alive. Okay. Ultimate X-Men cast: Hisako Ichiki, Armor; Mel Igarashi, Maystorm; Nico Minoru, fledgling sidekick; Mori, Nico's friend; Natsu Tsuki Shima, Nico's friend; Noriko Ashida, Surge; Shinobu Kageyama, Shadow King. Okay. So, hi Chan, you doing alright? I know that video. It's fine, May. I'm fine. Really, it helps that I stay off my socials. Yeah, that's smart. Oh my god, it's blazing. Why are we outside? I'm going to catch on fire. Then make it rain and put yourself out, May. Natsu and Mori wanted to play basketball. Nico, aren't you hot in those long sleeves? Don't you know goth fashion? if we've talked enough about the weather and my fashion choices, when my grandmother was alive, she devoted herself to researching this cult. Everything she learned, she collected in this book. Though it's not concrete proof the cult exists, this is intense. What exactly did your grandma do? In addition to being a psychic, she practiced ritual magic and spellcasting. This symbol here. It also appears on Hisako's Omamori. Huh, you're right. Come on, what else does it say? Ancient prophecies? Blood rituals? Please, do not yell in my ear. It's far too hot and you'll give me a headache. This is insane, and somehow we're involved in this. Phew, it's boiling today. Look at this symbol, Mori. Have you ever seen it before? Oh, sure. The Children of the Atom. Atom? Like the anime character? Shh. May, no, that means the secret religion actually exists. Whoops. Why are you asking questions about that religion? We summarized the link between Hisako's stalker and that cult. Mori, are you okay? In fact, we suspect the stalker is a member. Wait, Tsubasa gave you that Omamori, right? Does that mean he was in that cult too? It's possible. Ooh, the ghost of Tsubasa. That's kind of fucked up. Playing light with someone who committed suicide. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You know something, don't you, Natsu? I gotta get going, guys. It's okay, Mori. It doesn't matter if they know. Dun 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 dun. Say what? Our parents, they're members of that group. We're not supposed to talk about it to outsiders. Ha! Looks like finding this secret church wasn't so hard after all. Dun 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 dun. How convenient. Okay, my name is Shinobu Kageyama. I am a 16-year-old and attend Amatsuki Academy. I was born and raised in a normal middle-class family. I get normal grades. I have normal friends of a sort. However, there is one thing about me that is not normal. Since I was little, I could hear people's thoughts. What's more, others can hear mine too. It's taken me some time to control this power. Even my mother was unsettled by my ability. What was inside my head disturbed her. She tried to kill me. Whoa, okay, so he's a psychic like Professor X in a sense. Dun 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 dun. He can hear people's thoughts and he can telepathically communicate with other people. Okay, so let's read more about this. For a peaceful future, Children of the Atom. Okay, so, it looks like some kind of cult, Children of the Atom. Obviously, it's like Charles Xavier's School for Gifted Children, but more, since it happened in Japan, this is like some kind of cult that I guess informs people that have mutant babies. And it's disguised as a cult, but maybe it's something connected to it? I don't know. Or maybe it's just some weird twisted version in this universe. Children of the Atom saved my mother, saved me. They told me that I am special, that I am superior. Oh, it might be something of Magneto. Yeah. They say I am a savior to this world. Do you think so too? He's making voodoo dolls. They taught me how to control my abilities. They told me I can bring light and power to the world. I was raised by the Children of the Atom, which was founded on the teachings of the Testament of X. Weird. Oh, that's right, because the X-Men don't exist in this universe, so this is happening. So weird. There's a cult that almost has what I would call Magneto's teachings, because Magneto has always been about mutants taking over the world and being the superior kind and ruling over humanity. I was guided by the Children of the Atom, which was founded on the teachings of the Testament of X. Not only can I freely communicate with others mentally, I can show them what I want them to see. The Children of the Atom also taught me how to suppress the madness inside me. I guess that was a good thing. Mother seems happier at any rate. Bullpen Bulletins presents David Marquez, artist Uncanny X-Men. David Marquez is no stranger to iconic characters and provides magnificent artwork to match. He was one of the first artists to bring Miles Morales to life as a superhero in his own right in the pages of Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, showing that anyone can wear the mask of a wall crawler. Since then, he's penciled his way through Civil War II, The Streets of Hell's Kitchen and Defenders, and countless eye-catching covers. Next, Marquez is drawing a new era of mutant kind In the pages of Uncanny X-Men, 9 facts about David Marquez. Movie I just watched, Labyrinth, 1986. Currently reading Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. Currently listening to Polyphia. Newest hobby, Taekwondo. My kid outranks me. First X-Men comic I read, Uncanny X-Men 274 by Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Joe Rosa. Joe Rosas. And I still own it. Favorite Marvel character, Wolverine. Favorite Marvel story, Ambient Magnetic Fields. New X-Men 132 by Grant Morrison, Phil Jimenez, Andy Lanning, and Chris Chuckery. First Marvel project, Secret Warriors number 24, with Jonathan Hickman, Alessandro Vitti, and IFS. The Uncanny X-Men number 1 is on sale now. Thoughts on Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Men is the book that made me fall in love with comics, and so every page, every panel, excuse me, I had a big cup of coffee this morning. Every line that I draw comes from a deep reverence and love for the book. It's a huge challenge to both honor the legacy of the characters while also bringing something new to the table. I feel like Gail and I gelled almost immediately. We have very similar storytelling instincts and are constantly trading new ideas for characters. David Marquez. Editor's note, I always thought that David Marquez was often overlooked. His work is invariably top flight, and he brings both energy and sensitivity to every story that he illustrates. Hopefully Uncanny X-Men will be the assignment that makes the world at large appreciate his skills the way that I do. Dun dun dun. Cool. I need to read this X-Men comic because I love the X-Men. Grew up watching the cartoon, so I think that was like the main cartoon that got me into Marvel. So, if mother is happy, my family is happy. Weird. His family looks kind of scary. Seeing things from this kid's point of view is kind of like unsettling in a sense. I was obedient and lived the way they told me until I met you, Hisako Ichiki. Did you guys hear that? Did it just get dark real fast? Yeah, and cold. Is someone there? We should go home. Kageyama, is that you? Who is Kageyama? He creates shadows and visions. Everyone be careful. He can make you see and hear things. Don't trust your senses. That's right, because they're also part of the cult, so they know. Venom War number 3, a 3-way clash for the symbiote, who is the final host, October 2024. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, we know. What are you doing? Here he comes. Dun 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 dun. I like how one just pulls out like a magic staff out of nowhere. It's just like she's a psychic and now she has powers. It's just like what? Okay, one of them gets wind, and the other one just kind of goes in a Super Saiyan pose and just gets little armor. Dun dun dun. Okay, so the next page. Ooh, a universe unlike any other. Ultimate Spider-Man issue 10. Dun 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 dun. Hi Chan, wait. You! Dun dun dun. She's mad. You think I'm the one closed off from the world, that I have no friends? Why don't you come out of the shadows? No. Hisako doesn't talk like that. Shinobu, what's wrong? Not my Hisako! What the what? This is weird. This is weird. Okay, so she has got her armor on and she's like kind of pulling and strangling like this shadow, and it's going making that sound. Stand back, Meg, give Hisako a chance. Is she grabbing a shadow? How is that possible? You don't get to hide in the shadows anymore, do you? Hulk number 17. Huh? Hi, Hisako. Do you remember me? I don't. Who are you? So did he teleport or did he manifest? Nico, now! What exactly just happened? That shadow, Kageyama, he seemed different from before. You were amazing, Hai-chan. I felt powerful for the first time because I was part of a team. God, my head! Let's go see Master. Dun 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 dun. So this kid like totally like tantrumed because this isn't the Hisako. I'm guessing he has like a delusion in his mind of how he perceives Hisako, and because she's not following it, it's breaking his delusion. But I don't know. What's this kid's deal? Shijun, time to suit up, cosplay the Marvel way. Dun 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 dun. Master, it's Kageyama again. I suppose it's to be expected for his age. Adolescence hormonal imbalances cause unstable behavior. Inform Miss Kageyama he will be fine. After all, he isn't like the rest. He is one of the chosen. And they just have him drinking from like some little bowl, and he's connected to like some weird machines wearing something on his head. A true homo superior. What? To be continued. And now they have him. Whoa. Oh my god, no. No. Okay, if what I'm seeing is right, they have this kid, Kageyama, and he's on like this hospital bed, medical bed type thing, and he's hooked up with a bunch of wires. But in the back, you see someone attached to an X-shape cross keeping him propped up. I think they're gonna transfer this kid's mind into freaking Wolverine's body, bro. Lame. No, no, no. You can't be Wolverine. You're not Wolverine. I'm hairier than you, and I'm not fat. Oh man, and I'm not fat. this kid's like chubby. So I have a soft spot for fat kids just because I was a fat kid once. I mean, I almost used to be like 300 pounds back in high school. So losing all that weight and being able to keep and maintain a healthy weight is pretty awesome. But nah, man, he can't be Wolverine. I can grow sideburns that are epic. I can be Wolverine. Oh man, all I need to do is train hardcore like Hugh Jackman and obtain cum gutters, and I'm like the ultimate form. I'm like, I can literally be Wolverine for Halloween. Okay, so I think that's the end of this issue, and they're gonna introduce more stuff in the next issue. I mean, this comic's okay. It's not my X-Men, but it's something different, and I wanted to see if it would get better from that one issue that just confused the hell out of me, and I was just like, why does this feel kind of like it's not that great? It's gotten better from that, but I don't know, it feels too simple. I don't know why I feel like it's the other way around, and it just feels like it's like 3 girls playing victim and they're just bullying this other kid, but I don't know, he's part of some cult and he's the superior being. The story's written otherwise. But to be honest, I'd say everyone in this comic's a victim, because this kid is being used by a cult. He's being manipulated. I'm pretty sure if he wasn't being used by a cult and didn't have those thoughts, taught to him, he wouldn't be such an arrogant little asshole. But he is. So I blame the cults at this point in the story more than anything, and I feel like they're fighting a villain, but he's not the real villain. The cult's the real villain. And I'm going to continue reading it because of what I saw on the last page before the To Be Continued showed up. Because I do not want this kid to become Wolverine. I want Wolverine to be his own character within this series. So, I guess I'll find out in September. That's the first comic. Like, it's revealing more. So it's getting somewhere. Now let's read the second comic book, which is gonna be super sweet. Issue 1 of Chasm Curse of Cain. Spider-Man comic. Ooh, Scarlet Spider, let's go. Okay. Ben Reilly and Kane Parker are better known as Chasm and Scarlet Spider, each clones of Spider-Man. They share their progenitor's abilities of the proportional speed, strength, and agility of a spider, and adhesive fingertips and toes. Chasm's spider sense was augmented by an experimental psychoactive goo, which not only warns him of immediate danger, but can also form physical objects to defend against the danger. While Kane has often walked a darker path than Ben, they've recently found their roles reversed. Chasm, Curse of Kane. When Ben Reilly became Chasm, he lost all of his defining memories, and by extension, his morals. With his girlfriend Hallows Eve at his side, Chasm finds himself with lots of power, no responsibility, and the freedom to do whatever he wants. If only he could figure out what that is. Meanwhile, Kane Parker has heard about his fellow clones turn towards evil and decided it was time for a brotherly heart-to-heart, or a fist-to-face, if their previous meetings are any indication. Dun dun dun! Writer Steve Fox. Artist Andrea Borcardo. Color artist Brian Reber. Letterer VC's Joe Caramanga. Cover artist Leniel Francis Yu and Dean White. Variant cover artists Elena Cassandra and Annalisa Leoni. Stormbreakers Martin Cocolo and Dean White. Salvador La Roca and Edgar Delgado. Carlos Lau. Designer Carlos Lau. Assistant editor Caden Magahay. Oh, Caden Magahay. Nick Lowe, CB Sobolski, Editor-in-Chief. Editor Nick Lowe. Recap art Mark Bagley. Okay, first page. Long Island City, Queens. I'm just saying, an underground rave doesn't need to be literally underground. Yeah, but that's what makes it cool. Don't wimp out on us now. I'm not sure we got the right station is all. This one looks like condemned, not just abandoned. Well, you can't throw an illegal party in a subway station that's easy to get to, man. Mr. Subway expert from Red Bank over here. You're from Jersey, too. Wait, did you hear that? Come on, you're just being Ah! Holy shit! Shouldn't be here. Psst, whack. Dun 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 dun. Can you rowdy kids keep it down? My lady and I just moved into the neighborhood. And the realtor told us it was nice and quiet. Oh my gosh, it's you, Spider! I'd bite my tongue if I were you. Otherwise, I might have to rip it right out of your head. The name's Chasm, and the pretty lady is Hallows Eve. What the hell kind of shindig did we just crash? Merman, make them leave. Are they mole people? I think they're mole people. You get what we came for, Chasm. Frank and Eve handle pest control. Oh wow, she has the ability to put on Halloween mask, and she gains the superpowers of those Halloween monsters and transforms into them. That's actually kind of cool. You heard the lovely Hallows Eve kid. Hand over your cash and credit cards. What? You're heroes. Do heroes charge in New York? Oh yeah, you must be from out of town. Heroes definitely charge, and we were for sure weren't about to rob you. Swear on Cap Shield. It's kind of the Avengers bylaws, so if you're feeling stingy, we can just leave you to handle this yourself. Here, take it all. Told you these kids were loaded, babe. Thwack. You can always rely on me to bring home the bacon. Hey, are these things even sentient? What do we have here? So close to a tabula rasa. as I'm likely to find with the costume set. This could be an amusing diversion.
Frank and Eve not sure.
I'm not sure of what.
Frank and Eve not sure. Rat people too, but very sure teeth sharp.
Oh crap. Okay, well, let's try not to kill any more just in case. Snap. Last thing we need is the ACPCA on our tails too. Hello, 911, we're being attacked by... Actually, it's pretty hard to summarize. Heads up, Eve. Miss Party Pooper over there just called the heat. Eve? Ben! He grabbed me when I was switching masks!
Leave! Let her go!
Dun, 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 dun. Not far away in the sewers. If I had known I'd spent so much time smelling shit, I would have considered staying dead. Figures that Ben Riley would break out of hell dimension and decide to hide out in the sewers instead of, I don't know, booking a one-way ticket to a tropical beach 1,000 miles away from here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't owe Chasm anything anymore. Maybe he and I have circled each one too many times as it is. Chasm escaped the limbo prison in the blockbuster Web of Spider-Man #1 on shelves now. We're not real brothers, we're just clones. Similar combinations of messed up Peter Parker DNA and jackal mad science. Finding that out made me a killer. Ben thought it made him a hero. So it's a sick joke that we both ended up saddled with the Scarlet Spider moniker. I never even wanted it. Just my luck that it stuck for me. While life took Ben down darker roads. First, the Beyond Corporation messed with his mind and abilities. Then he got tangled up with the mutant drama and limbo magic. Dang, that's a freaking cool looking Chasm. He's got like Wolverine fins, he's got freaking demonic wings, he's like super buff, and he's got like this scythe. That would be a cool action figure. Against all odds, I keep getting decent breaks. Seems like Ben just keeps getting broken. Shit, some sort of spider sense would have been real freaking useful at times like this. That gene came out in the wash, I guess. Vermin panic in a hurry. Either I follow them, thwip, or I find out what has them so scared in the first place. Dun, 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 dun. Thwip. Looks like the vermin I passed were the lucky ones. And these dead rats don't even get it the worst. I recognize that ugly mug. Freak. I ran into him not too long ago. We parted on real weird terms. But he was strong, left me bruised for a week. What could have done this to him? Also in Web of Spider-Man #1. Seriously, go nab a copy. Help us! Somebody help us! Oh no, not another one! Please, we gave your friends everything we had. Don't hurt us! Hey, stop yelling! I'm not going to hurt you, and I don't have any friends. Who are you talking about? The spider person in purple and black, with the scary witch girlfriend. Chasm and Hollow's Eve, finally close. Over here, save us! Can't imagine the cops calmly hearing me out. Better if I disappear. Hello? We got an emergency call directing us to the station. Identify yourselves and put your hands up. Beating half animal monsters to death and roughing up kids. Ben, is this really what you've been reduced to? Dun, 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 dun. What? Does Scarlet Spider have like an active camouflage? Because he got like this. We went like to this red digital pixelated like silhouette and looks pretty freaking cool. He went stealth mode. Anyway. Nearby, we're rich! As long as we max out these debit cards before their parents cut them off, we'll be covered for months. I knew those brats looked flush. What's the stupidest thing we can blow it on? Can you just like buy metal octopus tentacles? Or should we be responsible and invest in our future? This crash pad already has it all. Easy access, subway tunnels, plenty of space, a half decent view, and the rent is a steal. We should absolutely not be responsible. Dun 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 dun. He's evil. I didn't know if I'd ever see this side of you again. You feel so free. You were right. Trying to get all of Spider-Man's memories back was a dead end. Hollow's Eve convinced Chasm to give up that ghost in Amazing Spider-Man, issues number 47 and 48. Don't need him. Never did. That's not who I am. I'm not Spider-Man. I'm Ben Riley, Chasm. And all I need is you by my side. Us against the world. and not even hell or whatever limbo technically is could keep us apart. Dun 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 dun. But what happened to you back in the subway? You seemed to disappear for a second. Hey, don't worry, baby. I'm not going anywhere. And then they make out. So they're in their hideout, they're celebrating after the successful heist. And elsewhere, do you know why I chose your little subterranean warren as a staging ground, mole man? Because I have been cursed to suffer, cast down and out by hateful surface dwellers like you.
No!
Whack! Because it seemed easy. Surface dweller is a woefully inadequate descriptor for me. You fetid lump of a man. I am Druig of the Eternals. You are so laughably below my stature that it is a bit embarrassing to be having this conversation, one-sided as it may be. But I have recently experienced a humbling period among my own people, and in a lifespan measured in millennia, one does sometimes need a pick-me-up. Check out Judgment Day to learn more of Druig's schemes. The metropolis over our heads is drowning in altruistic costume fools, but the world beneath, so few deign to turn over the stones and peek at what lurks here. One can get up to so much delicious trouble down below, with so many frightfully interesting playthings. This is rotten. I thought Ben might need a sympathetic shoulder to lean on, but if he's gone full slaughterhouse, I have to put him down. Peter lent me a few of these spider tracers ages ago. Surprised they still work. Thwip! Maybe the coroner's office can glean something from the bodies, what's left of them, to point me in Chasm's direction. Anything's better than trudging through sewers night after night. When I hit a Madam Webb for leads on finding Ben, she accused me of avoidance. Thought Julia's deal was ominous warnings, not armchair psychiatry. But I get what she's after. Me and being alive don't mix easily. Pushed accurately away, refused the teams that tried to have me. Showed up for the other spiders only if the universe depended on it. Truth is, keeping an eye on Ben is one of the few constants I've had since getting a renewed lease on life. Maybe that's my curse, being my brother's keeper. Roof is closed after dark. Mr. Salgado, nice seeing you too. Told you before, Kay. In your lease too. Just need some fresh air. All the windows in my unit are painted shut. Aw, puppy. Yo, chubby, don't. Windows meet city regulations. Honey, why are you shouting? My shows are on. Oh, hey there, Kay. You have any luck tracking down that brother of yours, sweetie? Still searching, Miss Delgado. I got some good leads on him and his girlfriend, though. Any day now. Girlfriend? That's his problem. Women are always trouble. I'll show you trouble, you old goat. You two have a nice night, yeah? Don't forget, rent due Monday. No extensions. Let's see if your gadget still has juice to point me in the right direction, Pete. And whatever you are, Ben. And wherever you are, Ben. I hope you're not as far gone as it seems. Mumble, mumble, snore. What the hell? He just woke up and donned his costume. But he was like dead asleep. I think something's controlling him. We're about to find out. Dispatch said you had a weird one for me tonight, Jake. Take a peek. I gotta see your face when you do. Oh god, looks like someone already tried to stitch it up wrong. Buddy, we could put the thing in a blender and it'd come out looking like an improvement. Well, bring it in. At least there'll be a change of pace. Wait until you see the Ratmen. Ratmen? We'll keep them on ice until tomorrow. I'm not cutting into those things without someone else in the room. Don't blame me for a second, Doc. Let's go. Clink. It's a shame to let broken toys go to waste. Don't you agree? I don't detect any anatomical expertise in that pockmarked brain of yours, though. No bother. I'll walk you through the first steps, and then let you improvise the rest. So he is being possessed, but what he did, I don't know. Come on, where could he possibly have... Ben! You scared the crap out of me! I was ready to raise the city looking for you. Where did you go? I don't know. Janine, what's wrong with me? Oh, baby. Oh, no. The morgue chattered. My tracer picked up, turned to screams about 10 blocks back. Hopefully the text got away before... A bloodbath. No, that's Chasm's webbing. Still alive. Barely. Damn it, Ben. What did you do? Scream. What did you do? To be continued. Oh my god, this little rat man that was dead just freaking mutated to this monstrosity. Hey there, Chasm kids. Caniacs? Still workshopping it, but that's okay. Because this is the first issue bringing our favorite spider clones except for Kaiden's. They prefer Spider Side. Together, they were just getting started. We're so excited to welcome you to this new series. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it to some Riley readers out there, but we love Ben in the Spider Office and are super excited by Chasm. And getting an opportunity to bring Kane back into the spotlight was another big win, but we needed the right creative team for it, and holy heck did we find one. Steve Foxe has done some great work for us in the Spider Office, co-creating Webweaver, writing a bunch of short stories all the while riding up a storm with the X-Office and over with our friends at Scholastic. For this story, we knew we needed a super nerd to appreciate and understand Ben and Kane's core dynamics and history and bring both to bear with a killer story. Steve is that super nerd, takes one to know one, and knocked this one out of the park. Check out his newsletter, Foxy News. Just kidding, Google him for his website. Andrea Borgaldo is an artist I've only gotten to work with a couple of times, but I've been a fan of his Star Wars. Andre Borgaldo is an artist I've only gotten to work with a couple of times, but I've been a fan of his Star Wars work and so much more. So when he was available, Caden and I jumped at the chance to get him on this book, and he did not disappoint. Steve kept throwing at Andre crazier and crazier things along the way, and Andre always not only did them, but also made them crazier. Only drawback, Andre is such a huge Godzilla fan that he kept drawing giant lizards instead of both Chasm and Scarlet Spider, and we had to keep asking him to change it. Regardless, Godzilla-sized things are in the future for Andre. Brian Reber has been slinging hues since you were in diapers, providing you have worn diapers in the last 20 years, and it only gets better. Brian is fantastic and another super nerd. Joe Caramanga goes to so many of his kids' sporting events. It's likely that people in his community don't realize that he's one of the best letterers in the world, and his kids are so good at sports. They probably don't impact Joe to be such a super nerd. I know it's 2024 and some super nerds are into sports, but I grew up in the 80s. Okay, that's all the time we have right now, and we have to get on to the next issue and all the other Spider comics. You, on the other hand, have a month until the next issue of this, so we'll see you then. Before I go, tell us what you think about Chasm, Curse of Kane by writing in the Spidey office at marvel.com, and mark your email okay to print. And it may just end up in a future letter column. Anyway, gotta go. I'm not a super nerd like the rest of the team though. I have to go home and organize all my comics, play bills. That was obviously a typo. Pay bills, not Naughty Duck magazines, theater programs. Oh, play bills, not Naughty Duck magazines, theater programs, and RPG handbooks. Keep thwipping. Nick Lowell, New York City. New York, New York. Shoom, issue 2. Ooh, that looks cool. Dun, 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 dun. This was a good read. I liked it. Dun, 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 dun. Chasm, Curse of Kane. 2 Spider-Mans. Now we're on to the third comic book of the day. Venom, Separation and Anxiety, issue 3. Dun 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 dun. Wilson Fisk has spent blood, sweat, and years earning the title of New York's kingpin of crime. He can afford and duly demands the very best personal protection money can buy. Unfortunately, there are times when even that isn't enough. Crack! Crack! Boom! no good. Bullets passing right through that thing. And right through Smitty, too. Dun 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 dun. The King in Purple, Part 3. Ghosted. Is this Moon Knight? Who's this character? This looks cool. High-tech outfit must be giving him his powers like Iron Man's armor, but high-tech can be disrupted by electricity. Yeah! Ireland, who actually thinks. Impressive, but annoying. That will be quite enough. That will be quite enough. The ghost is my guest and will be treated as such. Though using the elevator in the future, sir, might minimize, shall we say, misunderstandings. Mr. Gomez, see that Mr. Smith gets medical attention. Now to the business at hand. Your communication mentioned a large fee, but what I seek goes beyond fortune. Of course, and the chore I offer should bring you an abundance of both. I've been contacted by individuals in high places to obtain a rather unique item, which, as informants have determined, is currently in the possession of the Roxxon Energy Corporation. Bum bum bum. It's a small device called a psychoprism, and apparently has some value in mind control elements, a value reflected in the sizable fee mentioned in the offer I sent. I'll take the money if I agree. It has its uses, but to buy my services it won't be enough. Yes, I'm quite aware of your vendetta against dubious corporations, but Roxxon expects to make monumental profits from the prism, a windfall you could deny them by taking the device away. Any physical damage you might render in that process would be, shall we say, a bonus. Understood. The prism will be yours, Mr. Fisk, while vengeance will be mine. The man's values of vengeance is admirable, but potentially dangerous. I should keep that in mind in the future. Dun 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 dun! Oh, so this guy's Ghost. He looks like Moon Knight, but he's not Moon Knight, and he can like phase through things, and he has like tech that can make people phase through things. That's insane. Pretty cool. Shoom! Hold up. My arm's itchy. I'm scratching it. Okay. Back to comic books. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Manhattan.
Yes, this could be awkward and unpleasant. We need information from Joy Mercado to find the Purple Man and retrieve the part of your symbiote substance he's somehow stolen. But Joy fears us, doesn't understand what we do is for the sake of innocent Vic.
Please, don't. Just give me the purse, lady.
Speak of the devil.
What's nothing but small change? You better leave something else to give, lady, cause Danny B don't waste his time for nickels and dimes.
Danny B is himself a waste, a caprice stealing innocence as well as valuables. Consider that in the fleeting moments you have left. Madam, we don't normally request payment for such interventions, but we have a particular need for this quarter. May we?
So Venom just comes and flips this guy's face with web and just leaves him there to suffocate. Okay. And he takes off with a quarter. And soon a few blocks southeast. Hello? Eddie, where have you been? I've got news, and hey, how come you're calling? Why didn't you just stop by?
We know you find what we've become unnerving. We didn't want you to freak.
Oh, come on, Eddie. I'll get used to it.
Besides,
we're partners, right?
I'm not stupid, Joy. We both know we're using each other. You trade reporters' info for an exclusive story. Venom's quest has told, too. I've accepted that. It's time to move on.
Eddie, try to understand.
We do understand, and it changes nothing. What do you have for us?
New Jersey. You did good, Dearborn. Hard to believe a thing so small, activated by a single hair from the Purple Man, could give whoever holds it the ability to manipulate thoughts and actions of anyone nearby. Whoever holds this bauble could have anything: wealth, luxury, power, a simple whim, and women would fight over him. another, and men would fight for him. With this, the right individual could almost become a god.
Centurion? Why?
You make an excellent point, Mr. Hale. Someone with selfish goals could be tempted to use the prism for personal gain. I thought it might be wise to remain as Centurion to assure its purpose proper use. For the company.
Yes, of course. For the company.
Dun 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 dun. Long Island, the grounds of Pilgrim Agriculture Research. Dun 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 dun. Bedlam, Captain Purdy, absolute bedlam. This country of ours sinks deeper into chaos every day. Dissonant, corrupted values, resistance to authority. It's up to us to purify that cultural cesspool. And we will, Colonel Travis. Every man on this project has sworn their lives to the mission, whatever it takes. I understand, Captain, and they make me proud. But there are still outside factors to consider. Intelligence reports indicate that the small psycho prison destroyed and the Dr. Doom affair has been repaired, and Zebediah Kilgrave is on some demented crusade to obtain it, which means we need to get it first. That way Kilgrave will have to come to us, and it's vital we make that happen since the Purple Man is key to the very survival of the America we love. Oh my god, they have a giant version of the crystal, and they're gonna try to control them with mind control. A day passes, dawn arrives, and at a structure that tax documents lists as a corporate storage annex.
This is the last one. The other rocks and installations Joy suggested checked out negative. This one doesn't hold a clue to where the psycho prison was taken. It's back to square. Low volt tingling. Like yes, it's him, the Purple Man. Proximity must trigger a reaction when the symbiote substances he took gets near ours. Now he's using the touch of his tendrils to make the Sentry take him inside, which is a bit of an unexpected good fortune. Leaves the gate unguarded.
While inside the Volmlia storage area, here's where we see if our new acquisition is the real deal. Ready to test that prototype combat suit, Harrington? Yes, sir. Your file says you have a lifelong love of animals. SPCA, PETA, the whole 9 yards. That right? Yes, sir. And if someone asks you to harm an innocent animal, I'd decline, sir, even if it cost me my job or my life. I see. Good. Kill the dog. Yes, sir. Excellent. I'd call that a rousing success. The dog was just a hologram? Like, of course it was. What do you think I am, a barbarian? Don't knock barbarism, big shot.
Don't knock barbarism, big shot, until you've tried it.
Dun 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 dun. Mind control zombies. It's the evil Purple Man.
Purple Man, Centurion, and an Iron Man wannabe. So many choices. Who to dismember first?
Not sure what you are, Sparky, so I don't know if my squiggles will work on you, but I'm betting they will work through that guy's metal shell. Armor guy, kill everyone in this room but me. Right away, sir. Take cover, Mr. Hill. I'll stop the prototype. Kinda love that, Mr. Dearborn. I have my orders. And the ability to generate a short-range electromagnetic burst.
Kilgrave's at the center of all of this. If we take him out, maybe.
What a rush. I feel like $2 billion. $2 million.
And we feel woozy, shaky, focused, blurry. Don't dare touch Kilgrave again. But maybe we can at least disable that armored lackey with some old-fashioned hands-on.
Now, Mr. Hill, we will hand over the prism. I would, but I don't have it. He does. But how did you get past security?
Easily.
That's mine. Give it to me.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that against someone who can become intangible at will. As for you, Mr. Executive, enjoy this little parting gift. It's an Anson bomb, an improvement over the smaller Anson grenades I've deployed in the past. Its blast range will render this entire building to dust, and for an added soup con of terror, it even tells you when it's going to explode. 20, 19, 18. There's evil in
this room, to be sure, but there's also security personnel just doing the jobs.
17, 16, 15.
It's not right for working stiffs to pay for their overseer's sins.
14, 13.
Got to throw away this bomb away before
12, 11.
glass should have shattered, even if it's reinforced.
Thunk. 10, 9.
Why isn't it breaking?
8, 7. Tunk, tunk, tink, tink.
We're not strong enough. Break, damn you!
Break. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kilgrave, the ghost, even the execs in charge, all of them got away. Maybe it's time for us, or what's left of us, to get away too.
And later, as dusk darkens Manhattan, the ghost was surprisingly successful. And if the prize he brought actually does what's rumored, it must be astounding. Were I to claim it for myself, my criminal empire would be challenged by no one. On the other hand, I gave my word. Miss McCann, please contact Roman Travis on the security line. Tell him he may pick his package up in the morning. Boom. To be continued. Oh, I have to read this. In memoriam, Ray Chan, production designer, December 1st, 1967, from April 23rd, 2024. Marvel is incredibly saddened by the loss of Ryan Chan, longtime Marvel filmmaker and friend who passed away in April. Ryan was an incredible production designer who helped imagine and design the Marvel Cinematic Universe. From Xander to the Sanctum Sanctorium, Ray brought distinct lived-in worlds to the screen, spanning the far reaches of space to a Louisiana fishing boat. He was also a wonderful friend and colleague who will be dearly missed by everyone who had the privilege of working with him. Ray was the first and foremost a good friend to everyone at Marvel Studios. He was a talented collaborator who brought creativity and attention to detail to every frame of every movie he worked on, and who was able to bring out the best in each department he worked with, said Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige. And Louis D'Esposito. He was the nicest human being and was such a pleasure to work with. Hugely generous and the kind of person who could take the seed of an idea and turn it into something beautiful. We are devastated by his passing. He will be missed by everyone at Marvel, and our sincerest condolences go out to his family and friends. Ray first joined Marvel Studios on Thor: The Dark World as supervising art director, and went on to be supervising art director on many other Marvel films, including Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Doctor Strange, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame. He was also an art director on Spider-Man: Far From Home, as well as production designer on The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Deadpool and Wolverine, and additional photography on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Ray survived by his wife, Lindsay, and their children Casper and Sebastian. Dun dun dun. Rest in peace, my dude. The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 56. Dun 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 dun. The new Kingpin of Crime versus Peter Parker. The final arc in this landmark run begins here in Legacy 950. Dun, 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 dun. Meanwhile, in Central Park, where Wayne Moonlight casts uncertain shadows.
We didn't see this coming. Then again, how could we? Zebediah Kilgrave was a lot more than an egotistical poser as the Purple Man. How could anyone anticipate what he'd become? The surgeries he was subjected to at the Vault, the brain implant they used to limit his abilities, who knows what they did.
But he's something different now, something dangerous. He's apparently siphoned off some of your symbiote substance each time we've touched him, making him stronger while making us weaker. What if he were to take all of you? To be continued. In Venom, Anxiety, Separation, issue 4. Which, fortunately for you guys, I have. So, the last comic that I'm going to read today, issue 4 of Venom, Separation Anxiety. Let's get to it. Yeah! Shoo. Lower Manhattan, earlier evening, a pub frequented by elite soldiers on their rare time off. I appreciate your cooperation, gentlemen. Then again, you really don't have a choice. The past is prologue, The King in Purple, Part 4. Excuse me. Yours is the 10th military assemblage I've addressed so far. But I'll seek out 10 hundreds if I must. You see, there's something I want, or rather, something I need. Would you like to hear about it? You would? Excellent. I do so enjoy a captive audience. I was in Papatee, killing time by having a minor official make a fool of himself. Very amusing, Mayor, but now I'm feeling a bit peckish. Peel me a grape. In the Emperor Doom graphic novel, Zebediah Kilgrave, can't you see I'm busy? Go away. No one says no to the purple man. I do. My abductor was Victor Von Doom, one of the very few with a will strong enough to resist my mental commands, and it was that very power he sought to usurp in order to rule the world. To that end, he employed a brilliant but morally flexible scientist, Hans Gilder, to design the means to channel my power. A process that required radical and quite painful experimentation. In the end, a mechanism was constructed to harness my natural abilities, a psychoprism that could focus mental commands however Dr. Doom chose. And Doom was quite clear in his contempt for the man he had forced to be his unwilling ally. You're a waste, Kilgrave, a posturing buffoon, using godlike powers for chuckles and parlor tricks. You steal dollars when a single thought could bring you all the gold in Fort Knox. You could be a king, yet you settle for being a jester. But with this prism, I'll show you what it means to be a true king. Doom's reign ultimately failed, but the humiliation, the helplessness I felt, that lingers. My recent escape from the vault came when mercenaries, obviously military trained, attempted to release me for purposes unknown. In Part 1, I now seek that reason along with the microprism once thought destroyed since further incidents led to the New York area. It seemed reasonable to question local military personnel, so if anyone here has knowledge of the events I've described, show yourself. Ah, and there you are.
Captain Ross Purdy, sir, second in command of Operation Big Stick.
Big Stick. My, that does sound promising. Tell me more, Captain. Tell me everything. Dun 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 dun. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Manhattan, at a tenement scheduled for demolition.
Days ago, we could have rubbled that wall with a single blow. Can't afford to let Kilgrave steal any more of your symbiote substance. But to find him, we need more information, and unfortunately, our choices in that search are severely limited.
Nonetheless, a short while later in Soho. Phew, another day, another deadline. Oh great, now I'm starting to talk to myself just like, Eddie?
Hello, Joy, may we come in?
Considering that you're already in, sure.
We need any data you've gathered for us, and we promise you'll have all the background you need for Little My Dinner with Venom story.
Cute, but save yourself the trouble. The Daily Bugle canceled their collaboration. What? Why? Jonah thought I was glorifying a vigilante, said he was afraid I might write a Spider-Man as hero story next. I don't understand. Really? You were a reporter too, Eddie, before you became what you are now. And you know a good reporter is unbiased, gives both sides of the story. I made the mistake of trying to include your Eddie Brock side. You're a man who's fell victim to his own weakness. Now you do good things for good reasons, but with brutal, bloodthirsty actions. Joy, I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Eddie. Just listen. The sooner we end this, the better. I have a rumor. One of my stringers picked up a possible connection to Wilson Fisk. It might be helpful. The next morning at Midtown Fisk Tower. Ooh, wow, this is moving pretty fast. Surely, Captain Purdy, you're not saying you were kidnapped by aliens. Not at all, Colonel Travis. I just said I can't remember. I was meeting buddies at the Foxhole, and the next thing I knew, I was on a subway heading uptown. Everything between is a blur. It took half our Black Ops budget to have Fisk obtain the elusive bait. So if you're not 100%, I'm fine, sir. Probably just bad beer. Then it's time for the microprism to bring us what we need to make this world what it should be. Vehicle modifications primed and secured, Colonel. All right then. Let's roll. Slow and steady, men. Remember, we're taking a dockside route to minimize casualties, as well as to make ourselves a more tempting target. Sensors picking up anomalies. Modulation, sir. Dead ahead. King. Response. Squad, engage. Taser darts only. Yes, I remember. You told me how you dealt with bullets in the past. You should be equally effective against darts. Here's one for you, and one for you, and one for behind me? What should we... Thanks for the thought, Gruesome, but we don't have a driver's license. You can have your little present back! Boom! So Venom threw a little yellow buggy at Purple Man, and Purple Man threw it back right at him. Venom first at the vault, and now here? How many of the freaks are there? Get the special operative ready, and hope he can do better than this. He can do better this time. Too many
tendrils, can't block them all, and each one that touches takes a tiny bit of us. We need something to discourage Kilgrave himself, something painful. Glass shards, take the battle to him. Ow, no fair!
Bloody hell, Kilgrave's only good to us alive. Deploy the special op.
What corroborated door opening? But what? You! Yeah, I'm back and you're dead! Rhino! Still determined. Still stupid. Huh?
Unexpected but fortuitous. Fortuitous. Now we can concentrate on what actually matters. And you will help us. Of course, with pleasure. Right away, sir. Ready to test the field. Maximum survival intensity.
I may not have a PhD, Squishy, but that don't mean I can't learn. New tricks.
Hey, this is our bout.
Yeah, beat it.
What the? Unsanctioned cage fight, illegal. No hand holds barred. Broken bones and blood and courage.
Let's give the rubes what they came for. $50 on the gorilla, on the gorilla in the costume. Which one?
Gilder found a way to construct a microprism that anyone could use to control minds, powered by a single hair from my head. At last, we're whole again. Did you miss me?
Now! Get Kilgrave into the plastic steel cage before he recovers. Air control, detach holding bolts, and bring the exit-file chopper down ASAP!
Soldiers and the Rhino again. Whatever the reason, our need is greater. Reclaiming the symbiote substance Kilgrave stole.
Guess no one told you my mask has a clear membrane designed to dissolve Spider-Man's webbing. Looks like it works on yours too. So who's the gorilla now, you looky-loos? This is real fighting. Come and get some.
Yes. Vain weakness was humiliating but tactically sound. No identification numbers on that heavy-duty chopper, and the tingle we feel when close to our stolen substance is getting weaker. Kilgrave is on board. Too far to jump, but with our diminished mass, we can generate enough webbing to reach. We can, we will, we must.
What about the pieces of the microprism, Colonel? Have them swept up and bagged. They can be examined later, now that creep has fallen into our trap. there are traps, and there are traps. The truth born out in subtleties unnoticed by the departing captures, like the sly and slender grin that forms on my helpless captive face, and the gently whispered words that hiss from his lips.
Gotcha!
To be continued. Next in Venom, Separation Anxiety, Issue 5. On sale on September 11th. And that's the end of Venom and Separation Anxiety Issue 4. And that brings me to the end of all my comic books. I've officially caught up, and hopefully this week on Thursday there'll be something new on the shelves that I can buy and read. Whew, that was awesome. That was a good way to spend a morning. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go eat breakfast or something. I'm gonna make some breakfast or something. I don't know. I'll see you guys later, and I'll play some video games. Until then, stay awesome, stay hydrated, stay golden, and remember, your little anime bro from the anime fam is always here to entertain himself. See you guys later. Peace out.